Hello, good evening. Hello, Florence. Hey, thank you for the follow and welcome. Let me see if everything is ready, but I think it is. I think it is. Let me just double check that everything yeah. Okay, I think everything is ready. Sorry, it took me a bit, but now I'm here. Hello! Hello, good evening. Welcome to the stream. We're going to develop more of our game and expand it. Add a few new things. We are working on NPC path. So how the NPC are moving in the world. And in particular, we are working on predefined path, which is what we have at the moment. Just a second. This thing is not needed for you. Okay. Yes. So yesterday we did a bit of a discussion on on NPC crossing doors, right? But I was thinking about it today, and we already have a way. We have another way to solve this, right? Because these were the four that we decided to. Right. So there is a variation of number 2 that is already available today. There is a variation of number 2 that is Waypoint with triggers. Actually, that is working today because we use it, for example, for the bartenders when they have to move between the counter behind the counter and in front of the counter, right? So when they do that, they use a teleport trigger. So so we have a teleport flag on waypoints, and yeah, I think this is the easiest solution, and maybe we can use that. Hello, Phoenix. Hey, welcome. Hi. Okay, let me think about it, but I think this is probably the simplest solution. So we can configure the trigger, right? Configure the waypoint as a teleport. And actually we have that in the database. I don't think we have many, but there are definitely a few. So if I search flags like teleport, no? Strange. No? It's not called teleport, it's called something else. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have some. I mean, all the one in Asia. I mean, if I take Akka Central, yes, Akka Central. Let me do where name like Akka Central, right? If I do so in Akka Central, which is the Ojaveda thingy. No. So probably it's not on the waypoint, it's on the waypoint link. It's possible. It's possible there is on the waypoint link. Let me try type. No. It's not on the waypoint link. Ah, it's here. Flags. Teleport. Ah, okay. It's the flags on the link. Yes, it's on the link. It's on the link. Yeah, which makes sense. Which makes sense because you could have let's say one waypoint linked to multiple waypoints, right? And you don't want the waypoint to be a teleport, right? You want the link to be a teleport. So that you don't want to say that this waypoint is a teleport. You want to say that this one, right, is a teleport link. So this means basically that whenever the NPC arrives in this place and wants to go here, he will just instantly teleport. Now, I don't think there is a delay, so I don't think you can simulate the delay. I think it will just switch to the other position and then continue. But this is probably the best and the easiest solution that we have at the moment. Yes, I think so. I think so. I'm always getting the mail when I'm going live. Very useful. I get a mail every time I go live. Okay. So what we want to do? How do we proceed? Okay, let me launch the game 1 second. I want to see, because yesterday I think we did good. We finished a lot of waypoints, but I don't know if it's enough. Also, I don't know if our waypoint network is becoming really too big. How many waypoints we have at the moment? Let me see. If I do select count, from waypoints, right? Wow, we have 1,792 waypoints. Holy. We have 1,792 waypoints. Wow. Hey, that's a lot. It's a lot because the problem is that whenever an NPC is searching a potential path, you know, between point A and point B, he pretty much needs to scan this network, right, all the time. So I think we will have one day to create like islands, right? To create like islands of waypoints that are based on groupings of sectors, so that we can search inside a group only, right? I think that this sooner or later will have to happen. I don't know exactly how long is the algorithm, you know, taking. I think we could also time it and see if it takes a lot of time or not, right? To actually figure out the shortest path, because he needs to figure out the shortest path, meaning that he needs a way to scan pretty much all the waypoints. So the more waypoints we have, the more the time taken, right? For every NPC to actually... So this is our network at the moment. At least in this village we created just a few. So we created the ones, yes, that are there. But for example, inside the house there is a chicken that is moving. Interesting. One of the green dots was moving. I don't know why 1,792 seems an incredible number. But it's probably fun. I mean, I think it's the reality. I don't think that number is wrong. It just feels a lot, right? I think it would be interesting to have an extract by... Let's try to do an extract by sector. So we will extract from waypoint, and we will join on wait a second. No, yes, waypoint have yeah. We will join on sectors. No, but I don't think I even have to join. Well, yeah, if I join, probably at least I read the name. Otherwise I need to on waypoints dot what log sector ID equal to sector.id, right? And we extract what? We extract the... So we would like to group by... We would like to group by sector, right? We would like to group by W sector ID, and we would like to select the count of this and this, right? Now this doesn't give us the name yet, but I think we can select the name because we have it in sector. So we can just say sector.name, right? So this is telling us this is telling us how many waypoint. Yeah, we can name this and we can order by C, right? Okay, so now they are maybe descending instead of ascending. How can this be 1,700? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, it is. It is 1,700. Wow. We have 248 in Bidor South. 200. I mean, I understand Idla because yes, because I mean it makes sense. But Bidor South, 248. Holy. I don't think I have that map loaded. Because I think that we did a bit of a, I mean, not a mistake, but let's say we overdid it a bit in certain areas, right? I think we overdid it. I think in certain areas we overdid it a bit. Now here, unfortunately, no, I don't have that map, so I will have to load it. But, I mean, yes, that area is very big. I hope that with all this waypoint you can start a real caravan of NPC. It would be nice to see a caravan going through. I mean, it's not hard because it's just for the game. It's just another NPC to move around, right? So it's actually fairly easy. We just need the caravan art. Just need the art. So 248. I mean, Idla 172. I think I understand. Lang's Dungeon 163 seems super high. Even if, yeah, there are a lot of alleys but it seems very, 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 very high. Bidor Sin also seems very high, 134. Oja Road 2. Also Oja Road 2, boys. I mean, okay, that we have by... I think that... You know what is the problem? I think the problem is that in certain cases we used only waypoints and we didn't use points. We used only waypoints. And that's a problem. It's a problem because it doesn't allow... I mean, because... Yeah, let's say the waypoints are more powerful because from a waypoint, NPC can go back at any time, right? While from points, when they take a road, they continue that road until the end, right? And, but... What is the stuff that we are doing now? BD Road 2. The one that we are doing now is this one, 99. So BD Road 2 is already fairly high, right? And considering that there is only one village, so it's this one, right? So here I added, okay, here I added 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably 20. I added like 20 in this piece, right? The rest is in that part of the level. I think it would be interesting to see. I think it would be interesting to see if I can. Yeah, like in this area, we really need these ones. Yes. Yeah, but for example, right? For example, if you look here, this waypoint, my man, is like this waypoint and that waypoint and this waypoint. I mean, like these three could all be normal points, right? These three that are in front of me can just be normal points. I think there is no need to have them as waypoint. Now, I don't know if I want to go in and optimize this because it will take a lot of time, but I think that we overdid it a bit. You see, also on this road, these are all waypoints. So all primary points, right? And they should be the lower set, so the points, this one, the yellow ones. They should be, most of these ones should be yellow ones. And the yellow ones are not a problem for the algorithm, right? Because the algorithm is not considering them. Can you give a compass? They don't need it. They just follow these roads. They are just following this and they can find their way super easy. Super easy. Good morning, coach. Hey. So, for example, the idea, you know, is that I will create here a waypoint, right? I will create here a waypoint, and the link between these two will be a teleport link. Right? So basically what I need to do, I need to select this waypoint that is 2470. And I need to path start, right? Whatever. And I need to set BDR to something. BDR 298, for example. Right? BDR 298. Then I path start. And then the other one I think should be here, should be outside of the range of the door. Right? Outside of the range of the door. So even if the door opens and closes, you know, it's not. So here we do path stop. And so he's creating the path. And now we have a problem that this thing should be smaller radius, right? So I think that path modify, I don't remember if it's path modify or but I can do it from the database. But let me just see if I can easily do it. Path adjust the position of the nearest path on the current position. No, path I think there was a well, there is a flag set, yes, where I have to make it a teleport. I wanted to change the radius, but it seems that maybe it's not really possible. Anyway, I can do it from the databases. I just wanted to check, but we can do it. So now we have this 98, right? And this 98 at the moment has a radius of 2. I think it should have a radius of 1 or even 0.5. And should anyway allow return. I think all these ones should be allow return anyway. So here we have our 98, right? In terms of waypoint links, now I think he created a new yes, this one between 2470 and 2473 exactly. So this one we will say that is a teleport, right? As the teleport flag. So now okay, so fine. I don't know why there is always this L at the end. I don't know why it's getting added, but it's kind of annoying. So if I now reload path, we are reloading everything. Yeah, it's taking a bit of time because it's reloading 2000 objects, right? Well, it's loading 2000 path and probably the same amount or more of points. I feel that also this one should be only 1 meter because otherwise the NPC will look like in a weird position. So I think also 2470. 24. Wait a second. Can I move this? Yes. 2470. 2470 should also be maximum 1 meter. Maximum. Okay. So we are sure the NPC will be in this location, right? Now this will be a teleport, so you will just see the NPC disappearing here and appearing there, right? It's not the best way, but consider you may have the door closed. Consider the players may open and close the door kind of randomly, right? While the NPC is moving, just to see if they can block it. And so I think this is the safest option, right? I think that is the safest option. In the future, we may have the NPC actually open the door, but I think it's a bit more complex. Oh, by the way, I changed the bathtub here to be a different one. Okay, so we want now. The problem is that we have the same problem with the back of the house, right? But maybe the back of the house we don't do it for now. I think the back of the house we don't do it. We just leave it as it is. So I can have a waypoint there. I can have a point. This will be a point. A point here. Or a waypoint, because I will then need it for the back. Yeah, it probably needs to be a waypoint. It probably needs to be a waypoint. So I need to do a start again. I need to do a start and I need to do an end here. And also this one I think will be, I need this one also to be 1 meter. I need to change the music, huh? Done. Yes, this one also should be 1 meter and allow return. I don't know why he has all these L. I don't understand. Uh, 99. Okay. And now that we have this, I think we can have another start. Yeah, but you see, it's very easy to add new points. I mean, it's very easy to proliferate this thing a lot. So this will be point add. This will be point add. And I don't know, probably here we will have the end path, right? I don't know if I want to end it here or I want to end it like here in front of the bed or whatever. Probably yes. Okay. So yeah, this one is also too big, by the way. When we are in the house, I think all of them should be 1 meter. Otherwise the NPC, I think, will mess up. So all of that. Look at the reflection on the window. There is a reflection of the selection box in the window. Okay, so this is also allow return. This is also 1. And now for the points, these are all waypoints. These are all waypoints. The path points are these ones. I have no idea if we created path ID. I need to go by path ID. And this means that I need my waypoint links. This thing is still fucking up. I need to understand why it's adding that LLLLLLLL. I think that probably is better if I do it sooner than later, but a bit lazy at the moment. I don't want to do it. So we have to check for this number. So where path ID equal to this or this. Okay. Previous point. Ah yes, this is not important. Ah yes, the radius of the path points are defined based on the waypoints radius. Okay, so it's like they are determined by the father. So if I now reload the path, this waypoint will be smaller, and automatically this waypoint will be smaller as well. You see, so we are I think in a better situation. So now we need to define this waypoint as the home of one of our NPC, Naripel, right? The NPC that we created together the other day. So this waypoint will be his home, right? So to do that, did we do any changes? Wait, did you do any changes to the aliases? What I'm doing? Waypoint. No, this is only the... Yeah, is in the waypoint file. It's in the waypoint file because we have a waypoint file. Okay. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool to see, you know, that our system, you know, is supporting all these different cases. So now we have capabilities in the system, and we can leverage these capabilities to expand it. It's very nice. No, aliases, we never modified it. So if we do it now, this will be the first time we modify something in this table. So we may decide to add a new entry, or we may decide... I think we did it for the crossing though. Why it didn't show up? Ah, yes, we did it. We did it for the for the crossing. Yes. But so this will become a new number, 58. Addition of homework location for NPC. Because what we need to do, you see that there is a name of the NPC underscore work and name of the NPC underscore home. This is the standard way the NPC are understanding go work and go home, right? And I think it's automatic on all the NPCs that are considered part of a city. I think they are is the citizen behavior, right? So I think we can just say, you know, now that we have that, we can just say insert into waypoint aliases, and then we can have, our new waypoint, which is this one, which is 2475. 2475. And we can call it Naripel home, right? So if we do this, we can do it. If we do this, we will have the home will be defined, right? The home will be defined. The home for him will be defined. Now we need to define his work location. Now, just to simplify a bit our example here, let's try to have the work location. Let's try to have the work location, for example, here. Okay, then we will change it. It's just an example, right? But because in theory the work location should be in the farm, right? Well, maybe we can do it. Let's do it. Let's do the path. Let's do the path up to the farm, and so we have it, okay? Because anyway, we have to do it. So let's do that. So let's do a path start. Let's do a path start, and let's go. I think I want to add a point here. No, I need to add a waypoint, because if we want to enter into this house... So this will be another waypoint, huh? This is how you proliferate easy, you see? This is how you proliferate very, very easy. Obviously. This will be full of waypoints. This will be full of waypoints. Okay. Yeah, apart from the fact that this LLLLL, I don't know why is happening, but I will check it. Okay, I don't want to do it now, but basically you see that the game is continuously adding this LLLLL at the end, like if it's not a number. I don't know why it's not considering it a number. There is probably some mistake in the... But it's fine. It's fine. We have this problem here, and we have this problem in the links. That also all the... Yeah, you see? Also all the links are fucked up. These are only names anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. It's just a visualization thingy. But I would like to keep it clean, otherwise... Life is already hard like that, right? So, okay, so... so here we have a new point, right? That is 2479. 2479. So we will define another alias. That is 2479, and we will call it Naripel Work. Okay. Naripel Work. Naripel Work. Okay, so now we have the aliases in the database. So in theory, our NPC, if the NPC is defined now, the problem is to understand what is the definition of the behavior for him, right? Because we said, I think we created our Naripel. We created our Naripel with a kind of a default, but I think it should be citizen. What is the behavior? There's no behavior. There's no behavior at the moment, huh? Ah, there is no behavior. There is no behavior. That's pretty bad. Yeah. Okay. So I think there is a piece that we are missing from the loader. So the loader at the moment is not capable of loading. Of saving behaviors. I think he can load, but I don't think he can save. But I need it, huh? I need it. Character loader, dialogue manager, load XML. The load, I think is reading the behavior. For sure is reading the behavior. But I think it's the write that doesn't do it. I think it's the write that doesn't do it. Yeah, it doesn't do it. We can also do it manually. I don't think it's a big deal. Because I think that the behavior is going by name anyway, so let me think about it. We can also do it manually, but I mean, with a specific insert, you know, in our update schema. That is what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking, boys. A CNPC def, because we will have to add. I think we will have to add an SCNPC definition at least. Maybe not a type, but a definition for sure. We will have to associate the specific character ID to a type, right? And I think if the type is as simple as, let me see if anyone here has NPC type equal to citizen, right? No. No, no one has it. No one has it. Strange though, huh? So basically all the real NPC have the NPC type equal to their NPC name. And then in NPC types, that NPC name, let's take Serana for example, right? If I take then Serana, she probably now has citizen or something. She has master NPC and spell fighter. Okay. Yeah, but I think that pretty much that's how it works, huh? So yeah. So for example, Durok, right? Durok as citizen idler, and he has a behavior that is yeah, and this behavior is defining the reaction time and what he needs to do and when. Yeah, I don't think we can escape from this. I think I don't think we can escape. So we need so or I add this part to the loader, which is a possibility, or I just do it in our upgrade schema where I say SCNPC definitions. This number is completely random, so it's not a problem. I can just insert a new line where I say naripel, right? Naripel. And I think the rest can be 00000. There's no need. And then I add a new entry in NPC types that is taking naripel, probably citizen, and then whatever behavior we want for him, right? So this means though that we cannot this means that this XML is a bit, I mean, it's kind of partial, right? Because it doesn't have the behaviors. Or I'm thinking what is the best way to do it. Trying to reason on what is the best way. Because if I go under random events, right? Yes, this is our behavior. and the parent is citizen. The parent is citizen. The question is, can I do it from the loader? I think it would be very nice to be able to do it from the loader. So I do it once and never again. Right? NPC type name. NPC type. There is the NPC. This is the NPC type. I'm not fully convinced that. Well, let's see. Let's see 1 second. NPC type. Add NPC type. Now assign a name to this NPC type of a parent. The copy is done. I'm trying to understand if this NPC type is citizen or is Naripel, right? This is what I'm trying to understand, because here actually I gave a name to this NPC type which is completely random. It's BD Road 2 Merchant, right? Even if the guy is not called this way, but anyway it seems to work fine as long as this NPC type is associated with my NPC. And then and then I read the behavior. And then I read the behavior. But create global NPC type. Oh my god. I think I'm just passing in. When we do the load XML, because I'm sure that we load it, right? I'm sure that we load it. Yeah, I'm sure that in this load XML, get the name, get the race, get the description, get the other attribute, location, character traits, child, node, inventory, skills, knowledge areas, specific KA, merchant, trainer, faction, variables. There it is, NPC type, right? So NPC type is the one that is actually, you know, it starts here and it finishes here, right? So this block is an NPC type block and it contains 2 different behaviors that are then the one that I'm triggering, right? By the way, this is skipped if we are in migration mode. Okay. And here we are loading that. But I think that this load is the generic NPC type load, right? So so we are loading exactly the same. I don't think that this is dedicated to migration. I think that is the same function that is loading from the DB. Even if This one is an XML, right? While in the other case, the NPC types, well, probably start with NPC type anyway. No, you see, it doesn't start with NPC type. So is loading the behavior. So I think that this class is specific. Now assign the name to this NPC type after the parent copy is done. Yeah, this is exactly the one that I was looking at before. And then if he finds a behavior, he's actually loading the behavior, and then he's adding the behavior to this particular NPC type, right? Because here we are inside the NPC type. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So this is kind of a chain reaction, right? From the NPC type to the behavior, and that is actually loaded. Now my question is, if I need to write this to database, is it something that I can do through the migration, or I have to do it after the migration? During the migration, I think the complexity is that I'm not really using the same format, right? So probably it's kind of, I mean, it's more complex because I need to pass in the, I mean, I need to, in theory I have it loaded, right? I have it loaded, I have it in the brain of the NPC. But no, it is in the brain of the NPC. So in theory I could read from the brain one second, because I'm confusing myself on the NPC type. The NPC type is the collection of behavior and reaction. Okay, so from the brain. The NPC types contains the brain. Yes, but I will need the opposite. I will need from the NPC brain to go to the NPC type. Yes, NPC type brain. Okay, so we have it there. So in theory I can do it. In theory, after loading, when we have the load XML, I could read the. Now the only problem is if I say yeah, but I think it may work. It may work. So if I go random event and I copy NPC type, right? And I put it in my NaRipple definition, and I say that is my NPC type, right? Maybe if we can format it decently, it's not bad. So we have one behavior, we have this other behavior. And here is the conclusion of the NPC type, right? So I think the question is, my only problem is this name, right? This is my problem, because I think that this name should actually be identical to this name, but yes, and we will have a parent, because the parent is what we have seen right, is the same. So if I take if I do naripel, and then I go here in NPC types, I have the parent, right? So I can actually put the parent here, plus I can put my behavior in the script, right? So yeah, I think I can do it. Is it a good idea to do it? Well, it will be valid only for the migration, but I would say yes. I would say why not, right? It's simplifying the loading. And we keep all in one file. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm trying to evaluate the pros and the cons, but I think it's a good idea to have it defined here, even if this definition in theory is for a random event, and it is slightly different, right? But I think it's okay. So for our guy, okay, let's try to define it 1 second, and then I will try to change the code so that he can load it, okay? But so for our guy, it will be NPC type naripel, parent citizen, content this, right? Content this. Now this content is the one for the merchant, so obviously it's not the right content. We want to have by the way, since we are inheriting from citizen, I don't think I even need I don't think I even need the go to work, right? Because the go to work, go to home is exactly is defined here, right? So there is no need for me to define it. So in reality, the only thing I need to define is give me a no, Giris I think doesn't have. I think Giris does not have, but give me exactly, Durok is perfect. Yes. The only thing I will have to define is this. With the difference that these guys I don't understand why there is no... I mean, there is this go work rotation 180. I understand that. But why we don't have the go home? Leave home for work. Shop Chayos. Why we don't have the standard go home? Here we have a go home. No, this one has been removed. Move to waypoint. Reach the waypoint, go home. It's done slightly differently. So like there is a waypoint is sending him to a certain waypoint. So he's probably sending it to the nearest waypoint. Yes. I think that's what it's doing. I don't know if it's a good idea though, because this reached waypoint may trigger at any time, no? But anyway, this is the way to do it, okay? So it seems to be fairly consistent across the different NPC, yeah? Go shop. Go overlook. I'm just checking if the different NPC are doing it in a different way, but there is this leave home for work rotation 180. There is a go home and leave for work. Okay. I mean, let's keep it simple for now, and then we can extend it later. But basically, in our XML file, right? In our XML file, we need a Naripel citizen, and then we only need a React event. Wait a second, though. How does he know there is a behavior? Yes, that's the problem. Well, it's inside NPC type, right? So everything that is inside NPC type goes... Yeah, everything that is inside NPC type. Whatever text we have here, whatever text we have. Now, the problem, I think, that when we are doing the loading, we are not really saving the text inside NPC type. I don't think we do. But I think we can save it. So in theory, this is the definition that we need, right? That is the definition that we need. So we need at a certain time, you know, 4 in the morning or whatever it is, go work, and 12 go home or something like this, right? So we need just that with a certain randomization, right? Like in this case, we are randomizing 5 minutes up or down compared to this time, right? So that it doesn't happen always at the same time. Okay, so this means that I need from my loading function not this one, but the one where we have the load XML, yes. But the load XML of NPC, right? Now this is not the spawner, this is just the loader. So when we have the NPC node, yes, this NPC type node. So here, skip this if we are in migration mode, no NPC. Yep. So yep, we have a bit of a problem here that at this point in migration mode, the NPC manager is not loaded, and so we are actually skipping the NPC definition load. So probably simpler if I do it manually, huh? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a pity, but I don't think I have another way. I think we can keep it in the file, right? So I can keep in my Naripel XML this definition. It's not doing any harm, right? So this will just be skipped in the migration loading. But we keep it here, so we know what we want, right? We know what we want. And then just in update schema, we add the NPC type. I think is the easiest way. I think it's the easiest way. So what I need to do, I need to basically in NPC definitions, I will create a new line that is basically identical to this one. With so SC NPC, I cannot have it uppercase otherwise the definitions where fuck, this is the character ID. Ha! Because the character ID is generated dynamically. The character ID is generated dynamically. Okay. So I go back to my previous idea. So, okay. What if we just avoid this mess, right? But so because we have the loading, right? We have the loading. The only problem of the loading is there is no storing this node, right? Is not. So in my migration script, yeah, I think at the end I need to do a kind of a hybrid of the two solutions. I cannot really load it fully and write it, but I can load it partially and just write the text. I think it's probably the easiest. I think we need to separately search for the behavior. So we need to take this root node, right? And so I would say search for NPC type, search for NPC type node. If present, create NPC type and definitions in DB. Yeah, I think that's a way. And I think we can add a new function here to our character loader. And we can call it write NPC type to database, right? We can pass in the root, which is the XML root node. And yes. And so in our character loader, I'm going to add a new function that will be dedicated only to migrated characters, right? Which is a boolean whatever, and then we take an fx node xml whatever xml, what is my root? Yeah, an fxml node pointer, right? And this one we can say writes to database NPC types and definitions, And then we can say used for legacy migration. Okay, so it's only used for that. It's only used for that. Fine. So here what we need to do, we need, first of all, well, it's very simple because we just need to read, I mean, the top node, wait, the top, no, is a child of the top node, huh? Yeah, is a direct child of the top node. So yeah, we just need to cycle on all of them and GG. So we just cycle in the same way we cycle here. We just cycle in the same way. Wait, where is it? Okay, we just cycle in the same way. Where this is the root, right? And we search for NPC type. And then inside NPC type, what we want to get, an attribute for sure. Right, and this attribute is no, directly of this item, right? Directly of this item. So these are all the children, and there is our NPC type, NPC node, right? No, it's this. Sorry. It's that one. We have it alright. It's this one. So this one is our thingy. So we just get an attribute. In this case, the attribute will be name and parent. So these are the two that we need to have, right? We need name and we need parent. So we read name. Oops. We need name and we need parent. So this is the NPC name, and need to say that, let's call it parent name is fine. So these two, I will use them to write to the database this table, which is NPC definitions. No, not even, because citizen I have it in the other table. So I need a way to create a table here, which is taking the same character ID, and then it's saying naripal. Like, so if I look at this table in production, we see that it's a bit strange that this character ID is like the, but yeah, it's okay, I think, because if I search name equal to Durock, for example, yeah, it's 34. Okay, guys, I just need 1 minute to the bathroom and then I will be back, okay? Bathroom, 1 minute. 1 second, guys, I will be back. Now, the only thing I need to remember here is that we also need then to delete those two tables in our delete NPC, which I don't know if we are doing already, but definitely we will have to do it. So we have a script that we use for deleting NPC, and I don't know if I'm already deleting from. Yes, I'm deleting from SC NPC definitions at least, but not from NPC types. Okay, but okay, we will have to remember to do that, but fine. So the point is, meanwhile we are still in game, huh? It's okay. So here we just search these two values and then we just put them into the database. And again, these two names has always been a bit confusing to me. So one is called NPC type, but actually is the definition. And the other table is NPC definition. So they are kind of confusing to me because the names are like swapped. I don't know why, but you see NPC definitions needs the NPC ID. Now, I think I need to pass in the NPC ID. Because this thing needs to know. This thing needs to know. Yeah. Yep. This thing needs to know. And the NPC ID, we will pass it. Because anyway, hopefully we have it, right? We have it because we are writing to the database. Now, do we get it? Do we get it back or not? In theory, the one that is creating the NPC ID is this guy. Right? Is this guy. Character loader, write to database, because this one knows this, the PID, but no, the PID, I think at this point this PID is not correct, right? Yes, after this line it is correct, but after this line, because this line is the one that is actually creating into the DB. Yes. Yes. After that line we have the ID. Now the ID is inside NPC, which is actually passed as a pointer, so I think it should be fine. Yeah, I think it's absolutely fine. So we have it. Actually, we have it. We have it in our NPC. I think that if here we say new chat, so we pass in the character. I think we can pass in the character actually, which is probably so. At least so it's also consistent with the other database calls, right? So we can pass in the character. I think it's probably the best idea. Instead of the ID, right? So we pass in the whole character. And at that point, we have the NPC ID. So here we can do a standard command, whatever, right? We can just do, yes. We can just do this the same way. As you can see, I love copy pasting, saving so much time. So here we write to DB and we will populate the table SC NPC definitions. Right? We write, so we will do an insert, insert into whatever, SC NPC definitions, and then we have our well, it's probably easier if I do this. Wait, I can just do this, and this will give me the string, right? Wow, do we need all of that? No, please. I want to get, for all this stuff, I want to get the default, so I need only these 3 values. I need only these 3 values. I don't think I need all, because everything else I think has a default, and I will just get the default. Region is default empty, and this is 00000 so I think it's fine. So we will not pollute all of that. And then yeah, and then values, and then we have our %d, then %s, which is actually the name, and %s again, and that's it. So we keep it easy. And this is character, yes, exactly. And the name is again character get char first name. No, not first. Is there a first name? Get char name. Get char name. Okay. Yes. And this twice. Okay, so we're just writing this simple thing with all the other defaults, and we write it to the database. And okay, if the query fails for whatever reason, like is a duplicate, we return an error. At that point, I think we can also print out something, because if this fails, I want to have some information that this failed, right? So I will print something. I will say NPC name, right? NPC name fail to save NC NPC definitions. Okay, so at least we have a message if that happens. Then after that, we write to the DB the other table, which is SC Npc Types, right? SC Npc Types. So something very similar to this. So we insert into SC Npc Types. Now here we need a bit more stuff. Definitely. I think we can still work with the defaults if the defaults are decent. They are a bit shit actually, because this 9999, it's true that we don't use it, huh? But in theory it should be 0, and this one should be empty. So I don't know why. I don't know why velocity and angular velocity here are like 9999 as a default. I think it's a bad default, but yeah. But these are not used anyway, as you can see. These are not used. I think it is something that is coming from the past, but still I would like to keep it as 0 and empty. So let me copy this. Holy shit. What the? Ah, yes, because there is the default behavior. Yeah, obviously. Because there is the default behavior. So at the minimum, I think we need this and script. I think this is what we need. And so ID, no, but ID is generated, eh? Yeah, ID is generated. It is not the NPC ID, it is the behavior ID. So this one, actually we don't need it. This is auto increment. So if you see from the table definition, it is auto increment. So we will remove the ID. We just go with the name. The name. Wait, I think I did a mess here. I didn't close the parentheses, huh? So we have the name of the NPC, which is this as before. We have the parent, and the parent is the parent name. By the way, we have NPC name, so probably we can just extract it. We can just use NPC name. Probably is easier, right? I mean, it's this in theory is the same, but is it the same? I think I prefer to use the character name though, because the character name I'm 100% sure that is correct. Well, NPC name may be mistyped, right? So I think I prefer this. Yes, I prefer this. Yes. While the parent, I really need to read it from here. So it will be character name, parents, then angular velocity, we said that we want 0. Velocity, we said that we want empty. And then script is script. So script, I need the text representation of the content of this node. Can I have it? Can I have this NPC data node content or something? NPC data node get content. Yeah, in theory get content is returning a string. Yeah. I think this get content should do it. I think this get content is returning me. Now I don't know if he's returning it to me in a kind of an XML escaped thing, but we will see very soon. Okay, so this is the other query. Now if this fails, obviously we have a problem, and I think we are done for this, and then we return true at the end, right? Yes, so now the only thing we need to do, we need to call this, but I think we are calling it already. Yes, we are calling it here, and we are passing new character en route, which is good. Now we just need to change this delete, because delete from NPC definition with character ID, what is an NPC ID? Yes, and then I also need to delete from NPC types, right? SC NPC types, where we go for name. We go for name, where name equal to NPC first name. Okay. Now let's try to run it. So if I say that my NPC is called Naripel Denule, right? I need to change these files. I need to say XML done and XML not done, so that we only load this guy, right? We only load this guy. Then I need to delete from the database all of this. Illegal mix collection, Swedish implicit, whatever. Whatever, man. So annoying. This collation thingy. Okay, so we cleaned it up completely, right? So Naripel doesn't exist anymore in our database. And now we are going to reload it and see if we can reload it with this additional information, right? So I have to go here under properties, debugging. I do dash import NPCs, NPCs. I don't know if I wrote it uppercase or lowercase. Does it make any difference? I don't know. I think I have it here, but import NPC. No, ignore case anyway. Okay, it's ignore case. Okay, so I think we can run it. And in theory, sure. Let me close the game though. In theory, it should try to load. Let me maybe put a breakpoint. Yes, kind of here. Maybe here. So all the rest should already work because we didn't modify anything. But now we are also writing these two additional database tables. And I hope that that's fine. If that's fine, we can then reuse this for every NPC. Yeah, it took me a bit to figure out, but because I was evaluating the different possibility, but I think that this one is probably the simplest. Is the one that I think is a good compromise between you know, loading everything in memory and then reparsing it from there, and just writing the text that we get. I think is perfect. We just write it directly from the XML that we read, and that's it, without doing any crazy loading and unloading of the real NPC. That I think was unnecessary anyway. Oops. What happened? Something happened. It just shut down. It just shut down. Why? Why? Engine initializing. Begin play. No spawn manager. No, wait. Naripel already exists. Is keeping import. What? Uh-oh. I did it on the wrong database. GG! No, it's impossible. We are in the right database. What do you mean? Well, if he's saying that it exists, for sure it exists. So I'm just trying to understand why our procedure didn't clean it up. So, yep. Actually, Naripel exists. Actually, Naripel exists. Okay. I don't understand why. Uh-oh. I'm really on the wrong database then. How can I be on the wrong database? Because we lost the connection, and by default it reconnected to... Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, okay. No, it makes sense. For some reason it I don't know, but it's fine. It's fine. I think we truncated bad text. Why is it still taking so much time? No, probably is the next one. Huh? Is the next one. Okay, so now is really deleted. Now is really deleted, so we can rerun our loader. I think this loader anyway is a big help to speed up, you know, the creation of characters, because we need to create probably 40 new NPC at least. Well, yeah, about 4. I think about 40 new NPC, and thanks to this loader now, I don't have to do anything manually anymore. Right? We just create the XML and then we just load it in game, and it's so much easier. It's fairly, I think it's pretty good. Okay, so here we are in the new part of the code. We have our character. I just want to see if the ID is correct. Hopefully there is a PID somewhere in this 1 million attributes. Oh my god. Yes, PID. Yes, is this number. Okay, perfect. So we go in, and I want to see only if this is executed. Data node, why not? It exited from the 4. Ah, no. Oh, no, okay. So the first node is not NPC type, the second node is not NPC type. Okay, let me just go up to here. When we find the NPC type, yeah, you see we found it. So there is one node that is NPC type. The name is Naripel, the parent name is Citizen. So we prepare our query. Let's see if the query is correct. Hopefully yes. And we just insert it. Okay, perfect. Here we create another string, Naripel Citizen 00. No. This data node content is actually empty. That's the problem, huh? This is a problem, no? He's not reading the text in the node. Set content. I'm not completely sure of what this content is, but in theory the content should be. I mean, I was thinking it was the append child node, new dot content, in get content. Huh. Yeah, this XML parser is a bit of a. It's too simple, and actually this get content is not reading anything, because it's 1, 2, and 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. No, wait, no, see, yes, 1, 2, and 3, yes. No, but anyway, I see it from here. Content is empty, so it's not populating this content thingy. The only thing that he has the tag, which is NPC type. He has 2 attributes, which is name and parent, that we actually read. And then he has 2 children. So he's not, and the children, I guess, they do not have content. So, we don't have the text. How is it possible that we don't have the text? Huh. Can I do a 2-string? Maybe I can do a 2-string of the content of the node. Because if I can do a 2-string, maybe there is a way. It seems that there is not, boys. There is a set content, but probably is not getting used. Let me see if in my utility, maybe I already had that need and I created something, because I remember that we had a similar fxml. For fxml we have a getBool attribute and we have write node hierarchy. Okay, what is this thing doing? Write node hierarchy. Write the tag for each attribute, write an attribute for each of the node. Yeah, I think it's doing it. I think it's doing exactly what we need. Yes. Yes. I don't know what is the indent, but I assume that it should be 0 at the beginning. When do we use this? Yeah, this is exactly. We have it in our tests. And then we have it in the execution of the animal affinity. Yes, because I had to write the animal affinity database. Okay, perfect. So is yeah, we have it already. We have it already. Now, I think this is converting also. Unfortunately, it's converting also the node itself. While in theory we need only the child, because we don't want to get, in our example, right? We don't want to get. We don't want to get the outside. We don't want to get this one. The NPC type we actually don't need, right? We only need this, the part inside, which is actually the behavior, right? Which is actually the behavior. So I think we can probably cycle on all the children and just write down all the children. Yeah, I think we can modify that function. We can modify this function and add a new attribute here, which is a boolean, right? Which is child only. And the only problem with this thing is recursive though. Mistakes were made. So if this is recursive, we cannot do it. Well, we can, yeah, we can flag it. We can do what? We can... we can do it in a recursive function. I need to set this. Well, I could do at the beginning. If I check that this is true, I can then switch it to false immediately in the next calls, right? Yeah, probably we can do this. So we can say if child only, right? We skip if child only, we skip this. But I want to skip it only for the first node. So we skip the first and then we set child only to false, right? So that the next iterations of this will have the child only to false, right? So I think that's a good idea. And we add it here. Now I don't know if I want to have a default value. Maybe the default value is false. But let's write what this thing is doing. Given an XML node, it returns a string with the XML text representation, right, of the content. If child only is true, then the top node is excluded. Okay, this is what this thing is doing. So we need to call this we need to call this we need to call this. So we do this and we do false, we do true, right? So child only, because we have set the default as false, right? So yes, we have set the default as false. Okay, it's good. So we extract this. So we have it in this string, so I don't need to do any of that. Get content unfortunately is broken, but we substitute it with our output, and so now in theory it should work as we want. The only thing we need to do, we need to clean up again the database from the NPC, because we just created some of the information and we want to clean it up. Okay. Great. Good, good, good. Good. There is a good change, huh? Will help us. Will help us because it will make things easier. Oh my god, tomorrow I have to go to the dentist. No! Tomorrow morning I have to go to the dentist, boys. It's never. I mean, it's only a check. I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing. It doesn't have anything specific to do, but it's just, you know, cleaning and stuff. And but it's still annoying. The dentist is always annoying. I don't know when they will finally realize that they need the drills to make no noise. They are making such an annoying noise. Okay. Okay, we can run it. We can run it. We can have same breakpoints. Wait. I lost my way. But anyway, there is a breakpoint, so there's a breakpoint wherever we have it, right? I think so. Should be. Yes, here. There is a breakpoint. Okay, if this works, hopefully it will work now, because at the end it's just writing two simple tables, so I'm not expecting it to fail if the XML rendition to text is proper, and I hope it is. So let me go here. Yes, so the first one was working. Let me see now the second one. This is the one we want to see. Yes, we have the text. Yes, so it seems to be fine. Now there is all the escape. There's the escape of the XML, and there is the escape of the database. So I just need to see if, okay, imported MPC. So basically in theory now we should have it, right? So I should, inside NPC definitions, if I refresh, no? Well, NPC definition in production, so this one. Production copy. I mean, it's a production copy. GG. I think it's is impossible like this. So I have to say where name equal to naripel. Okay, we have it. So naripel, and all default values. So this is just saying to the data to the server that this guy has a specific brain, right? And this brain is actually read in NPC types. Right, so which is here, and so now if I refresh this, probably the easy here it is. I have my naripel citizen, and then in our the text is a bit fucked up. I think I did something wrong in my... I think I did something wrong in the XML right to data, in the XML hierarchy, this one, because something bad happened. Yeah, I avoided writing the tag, so I was expecting this piece to exclude the whole thing, else terminator. I think I cannot do it this way then. Fuck. Because we got this Terminator and then we got the NPC type, the closure at the end, right? The closure at the end is this. So in theory... You know what I can do? Is a bit shitty, I know. Well, by the way, I can just do this. Maybe it's a bit easier to read. Yeah. So if not child only, I think we can do in the first run, but only in the first run. Only in the first run we can do this. And we can do this. No, because if I skip this one, I will not write the content. Ah, wait, I can do this though. I can do this. I can do this. I think it's only this line that is fucking up everything. I think it's this that is fucking up everything, right? But then the point is that if I am in child-only mode, I need to disable child-only for the subsequent executions. Otherwise it's GG, eh? Okay. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it should be okay. Let's see. First thing I need to do, I need to clean up the database again. Boys, you are not speaking today, eh? Why? What happened? Why you are so silent? Why you are so silent? Why you are so silent today? I'm working on this a bit. Okay. Fine. There are certain days where we have like 400 messages. I think the maximum we got like 300 or 400 messages in the chat. And the other days there are like 10. I don't know exactly why, but maybe it's also based on what I'm doing. Like now it's code, and code is not the most exciting thing ever, right? I understand. I understand. I did exactly the same. Fuck. No, it's not working. It's not working. Ah, fuckerinos. I was hoping that it was done, but it's not done. Okay, so we enter with child only true, right? So if child only is true, we skip this tag. So our output, right, should not have. Wait, let me clean output because otherwise, add watch. Can I clean it? No, I cannot. I cannot clean it. Fuck. Anyway, but it should skip this, right? It should skip the content. So yes, you see, skipping this completely. Then what it's doing is getting the first child node, and the first child node is a React. If first child node is equal to null pointer. No, it's not equal to null pointer exactly. So is outputting the closure of the previous. Is outputting the closure of the previous. What? Is opening the closure of the previous. Ah, so it's here that we get the terminator. Child node, first child node. So here is iterating on the nodes. And at this point, I think I'm fine. That is getting the child. As false. Ah, by the way, yeah, this is called like this, so it's obviously false, yes. But then is outputting, yeah, he's doing two nodes, and then here the output is, this thing that we got. So I think we need the same here, eh? We need the same thing here. So if not child only is that. If child only. If child only, we do output. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess, boys. But yes, output, indent. Yeah, like this. So the only thing that we execute, because there are two cases in which there are, when there are childs and when there are no childs. So no childs, we do this. Childs, we do this. So we were actually catching the one with no child. So I think this is gonna work okay. Yeah. I'm still here. Hope you are a teleport trying to the social pet and let him stuck alone in the door at the tavern for the next 10 years. What? I mean, NPC do not have pets. The pet... No, wait. The pet is a different type of NPC. And the pet is actually using real pathfinding to chase you, right? So the pet is actually going to chase you anyway. And he will go through the door. The pet goes through the door. But the other NPC will teleport through the door. So you will see him disappearing and appearing on the other side. It's a bit of a cheat, but at the moment I'm fine, because having to code the NPC actually open the door himself is tough. Also because the player can close it, right? The player can close the door again. So the NPC will open, the player will close, and you will go on forever like that, right? I understand it may be fun, but it will be extremely hard to program it. I did some more on the character creation sheet as seen as I don't have congruent understanding of your current workflow. The workflow is very simple. We have one XML, which is this thing, which is basically defining everything. So all your data, that is the one that you have listed, should go at the end in this file, right? One file per NPC. So it's asking you the name, the last name, the race. Unfortunately, this is a number, but I can give it a list. So if he's invulnerable, how many HP, how much mana, the loot category, blah, 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 blah. The location and and that is defining everything. Now, there is something more that you have in your sheet, which I think is very valuable. That is the information for the game masters, right? Not the information that everyone sees. And that is something that, yes, we want to put. I don't know exactly. Now it's working, I think. Now it's working fine. Now I think it is working fine. Let me see. Let me refresh this. Okay, now it's good. So now we have only the React event. Go home, go work. Okay, perfect. So it is done. Nice. Thank God I remembered that I did this function already. So we can continue to execute and it will complete. And now we have our full NPC in the database, including the behaviors, right? With go work, go home. So now the question is, do you think that if I load into the game, this guy will actually move or not? Let me see. Let me see. I need to repopulate. I will repopulate only him, right? Only him in the database. So Naripel is, because we create a new ID every time. So yeah, now is 9670 something. Okay. Now in theory, it should already use the teleport, eh? If things works as expected, it should already use the teleport. Now the only problem I have, boys, is that I fear that if we add a million other paths, it will take so much to the algorithm to actually find where to go, because it needs to scan 1,700 waypoints, right? I don't know if it does that by sector, but I don't think so. I don't think it does it by sector. I can revisit the what was the name of that guy? Dijkstra algorithm. I think that is the one that we are using. Dijkstra algorithm is an algorithm for finding the shortest path between nodes in a graph, right? Now, our problem is that you know, this algorithm that we are using, is I don't know if it's supposed to work on very, very, very large graphs, but in our case, you know, we have, as I said, 1,790 nodes and growing, right? And growing. So I think we may have a problem one day. I think we may have a problem one day, because I don't know if we are saving partial solutions, or if we are grouping by or if we are grouping in islands, right? I don't know if we are grouping in islands. Probably not. But you see here in our find waypoint route, start and end. But we always have a start and an end. So in reality is not scanning. It depends if it starts from the end as well. I don't know. I don't know if he's starting from the start and at the same time from the end and trying to find the middle point, or how the hell it works, because I don't remember. But and also I modified it. in Unreal. Risky business. What time is it? It's midnight already. Okay, but let's see if we can see this guy move. You definitely need localization searching. But at the moment it's not. At the moment it's not, I think. It's working though, because our NPC are moving, so. If our NPC are moving, means that, you know. Why the server doesn't start? What is going on? Server is not starting, boys, so we have an error, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. What is going on? Failed to load a trigger for response, invalid trigger. Because I loaded, yeah, when I got the error, it was partially loaded. Yeah, because it was partially loaded. We had this problem already. The problem is that when we have a partial load, then the delete doesn't really work as expected. That's bad. So yeah, but it will not happen now that we fix the code, but we have to clean up, you know, the previous thingies. So how do we do it? So it's basically saying that this trigger doesn't have the proper response. So there is a response, there is a trigger that doesn't exist. That's basically none of your business, right? Let me search where response 1 like none of your business. Yeah, you see? Oh my god. Oh my god, there are millions. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we did 4 tests for loading, and okay, how do I fix this? At least the triggers should be okay, right? Because the area, at least the triggers, I think I deleted, or not. What? Area Naripel? Ah no, because it's the Naripel whatever. Dalude, no, Darude. Naripel what? Denule. Denule. Uh-oh. What? 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 0? Why 0? Why 0? What the fuck? 1 second. 1 second. There is something fucked up. I don't know what, but there is something not working as expected in the responses. Why? Everything was working. Everything was working. What did we change? Why the responses are not loaded anymore? Oof. I wanted just to see this guy move. Oof, 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 oof. So annoying. Let me see. NPC triggers. Yeah, he's always giving a 0. Where select ID equal to area NPC name. Where NPC name is the full name. Exactly. Naripel Denule. Yes. No, we are not. Did we fuck up something? Did we fuck up something? Because, you know, let me search all the responses. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. We messed up the database a bit. We have all these orphan responses that actually should not be there. Yeah, but they would be for all the... But anyway, it seems that we are not... It seems that we are not adding the triggers anymore. I don't understand what happened. I don't understand what happened. The triggers were working perfectly. Okay, I'm just cleaning a bit the database, right? Deleting all the orphan responses. But it seems that we are not writing the triggers. Because we don't have a trigger with the Naripel, with the Naripel thing, so area. So that is very, 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 very strange. It's done here in Tio. Did we change something here that we broke something? Maybe we broke something. He's not writing the triggers for him. Okay, let's check. I mean, cannot do anything else than checking. I was expecting that this part was done. We did it in the previous days, and it was actually answering to our questions. Maybe I changed something and... So the first thing we check if specific triggers is actually valid. Right? And then we check if specific responses is valid. And then we check when we are loading why. Okay, let me see. Specific triggers, we have 7 triggers, right? Ah, wait, the area is 90001. Ay, 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 where area equal to 90001. No. 90001? 90001. No, it's not there. It's not there anyway, so okay. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's go in this function, okay? Let's go in this function. Okay, so the first thing that we do, we write the knowledge area. This part is working. And it looks like it's okay. Okay, then we get the triggers. Okay, here we do the insert trigger, right? So how can this not work? I don't understand. Insert trigger. It's not doing it. It's not, for whatever reason, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. Is it returning an ID though? What the fuck? No, it doesn't exist in the database. This number does not exist. Apart from the fact that it's a super high number. Okay. Let's go inside of this and we will see what is going on, because I think we have a, but it must be a new bug because this part was working. I don't know what I did, but I did something. And okay, so we are trying to insert the trigger greetings for Nariper de Nule with prior ID -1. Okay. So we go here, we go here, we go here, we go here, we escape, we do an insert into, and yes, we get an error. Okay, we get an error. Because the prior ID is -1. Because the prior ID is -1. We are back to the freaking -1 prior ID or 0. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, okay. There is the reason. This thing is so stupid. Yeah, so when we change back the prior ID to be negative, we broke this part. Right? But we can just change it here and I think it's good because this is used only inside this function. So okay. So like this, I think it will finally work. That is when the other day we did a change and we fucked it up. It's very good that we found it. We find it though. Otherwise we would load all our NPC without triggers. You have changed so many things already? Yes, I know. And it will continue to be more and more and more. Is an organic creature. Is an organic creature evolving. Is an organic monster evolving. That is what our code is. It's a giant spaghetti monster. You know the spaghetti monster or you don't know the spaghetti monster? Spaghetti monster. You should look at the spaghetti monster because it's the flying spaghetti monster. It's a very famous monster. You see there are also very important drawings, very important paintings with the spaghetti monster. Okay. It's doing it. It's doing it. He's definitely doing it. I know him. I mean, you know him like you spoke with him and everything. Area like the nulle. Ah, now we have it back. Now we have it. Now we have it. Okay. By the way, I think is a good idea if we read the server log just to see if there are errors, because actually those errors were all in the log. We just didn't read, right? There is still a response. There is still a response that is fucking up. ID. Ay, 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 ay. We can do it, boys. We can do it. Don't worry. It looks like everything is broken, but actually it's not. And yesterday you have online the president of the Canadian Atheists. What? I don't remember. Who was that? Yesterday I had online that. I mean, he spoke with me. Who is he? Who is Canadian? Who is he? Okay. Ah, fuck. Okay, sorry. There's still one thing to do, because obviously now our Naripel changed ID because we deleted and recreated, and so we need in the definition to say, hey, please load this guy and not that guy. Okay? Easy. Easy. Relax. We can do this. We can do it. Just do it. Just do it. Randolph Richardson, the Chinese guy. No, he was a Chinese. He was Chinese. What has to do with Canada? Has nothing to do with Canada. Okay, so now, what do we want to see? We want to see Naripel somewhere. Fuck. He's not there. Serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Hmm? Is it because I said no NPC? Could be. You just learned Chinese. You mean that name is someone? I mean, the spaghetti monster is much better, but... Randolph Richardson. Twitter. People are more important than ideas. Atheism is normal. President of the Canadian United is freedom. I see. Why is it written in Chinese? I don't know, man. The world is really strange to me sometimes. I mean, I don't know. He was like surprised that I knew only 2 or 3 words in Chinese. I mean, it is already something, you know. Naripel. He's here, eh? What is he doing? Why is he here and not upstairs? Did he move already? What the? Do you think he moved already? I don't think so. But sorry, why is he here? I think I placed him upstairs, no? His position was here. But anyway. Okay, fine. So I want to see if we can have him move, right? First of all, let me set the time. Well, we can also go by night, but I think by day is better. Even if the lights are okay in this house, I think you can see stuff, you know, so it's kind of okay. But let me go day so that we have a bit more light. So I will try to percept, right? Target, go home. Oh my God, it's moving! It's moving! He knows where his home is. Hello, Naripel. Where are you going? Oh, you're going there, huh? Good boy. Good boy, Naripel. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. You are. Hello, Naripel. Hello. Good job. Oh my God, he looked at me. That's kind of scary. He rotated, actually. Okay, now we do the most complex thing, which is go work. Okay? Go work. Holy. It's moving. It's going to work. Now, do you think it will be able to teleport through the door? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. I think this didn't work at all. Strange though. Naripel is in trouble. Naripel is in trouble. Now, I don't understand why though, because this is a teleport, right? Did we say teleport 2473? Let me just see if I did it right. Let me just see if we did it right. Links 2473 teleport. Yes. It's the same. I don't understand too much this linear, but I don't remember this linear. I don't remember what is it. I don't know if this linear is making... Naripel? Naripel, go home. Uh-oh.
By the gods, this can't be happening.
What the fuck? It disappeared. Naripel, go work. No. I selected the waypoint. Naripel, go work. I think he's losing him. Ah! He did it. Why before it didn't work though? Why before it didn't work? It's going. It's going to the farm. Look, it's easy going. Easy going to the farm. Hello? I know you're gambling. I know you're gambling. It's moving, it's moving. It's moving along our path, look. Easy. But it failed one time. I don't know why. But I have let the door open as the same, I think. Maybe the door open makes a difference. I don't know. Ah, look at your farm, Naripel. Do you like your farm? Very nice, huh? Very nice. Tell me about your farm. Tell me about your farm. You don't understand shit. Why you don't understand? Tell me about the farm. Ah, it's a lot of work, huh? Believe me. The good part is that I'm not doing it. Ah, okay. As I hire people for that. Okay, Naripel. Now, let's go home. Let's go home. Yes, yes. Correct. 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 Where are you going? You need to go here. No. No. Where are you going? Ah, no, it's correct. It's correct. It's correct. It's good. It's good. It's good. He knows the way. He knows the way better than me. He knows the way. I will close the door now. He knows the way. He will arrive anyway. He will arrive. He will arrive. It will take a bit, but he will arrive. I can close the door. In theory, makes no difference. But we don't see him. Well, we don't see him going through though. Look, he already looks like the boss of the village, huh? He's already looking like the boss of the village. This guy. It took him like few seconds, like 2 days of work, and he's already looking like the boss. I already respect him. Let's see if you can do the trick, my friend. Uh-oh. He did it, he did it. He did it. He teleported. I mean, it's a bit maybe too distant from the door, but it's okay. Ah, good job. Why you failed before, my friend? Why? Why you failed? Why you failed before? Why you failed? Because the door was open or whatever? Why you failed to teleport? Sometimes Sometimes he's failing, and now he's trying to push, but he cannot, so... he's trying to push the wall, and he goes to the library, and his legs are going crazy. I don't know why, but sometimes he fucks up. Let me see, a global move. What he's trying to do? Global move for Naripel. Position, blah blah blah. Waypoint. Waypoint BDR2. So he's trying to move to this position. Move position. Waypoint BDR2 104. BDR2 104. I don't know, something happened. This is 98. Probably 104 is the final one. Yeah, I think it's the final one. No. 104. Yeah, I think it's the final one. I think it's the one in the thingy. In the farm. This one is 103. Yeah, for some reason he's pointing to this directly. So this is why he's pushing on the wall, because he's trying to go in a straight line, you know, in a straight line between his position and this thing, right? And since he's trying to do that, he's basically pushing on the wall of the house here. So he's behind this wall trying to push forward, but he will never manage. He will never manage. You see? He's looking in that direction. So he's, for some reason, he skipped these other waypoints. I don't know why. So I need to debug. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Perhaps he forgot to say the door have two sides. No, because he's just teleporting, and it worked before. But anyway, at least we have this guy move around, and we improved our loader. So now we have in the loader also the ability to have the behaviors, which is nice. We have Naripel running around, and by the way, we scripted him so that a certain time during the day is moving between, right? So we scripted it at 4 o'clock is going to work. It's too early, by the way. I think he will go to work like at 10, and then he will return at 12. And then he will do the same again, maybe, I don't know. Then he will do again the same at 4, and he will return at 6, okay? So it will go back and forth 2 times during the day, just checking a bit what is going on at the farm, right? There is a very simple behavior, but as you can see with this trick of the home and work, it's very, very easy to define, right? So you can just add another line and it's done. Okay, with this, I think I'm going, boys. Tomorrow we'll be here in the evening around 9:30 my time. Meanwhile, you can see the Spaghetti Monster. No, meanwhile, you can click on follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. And also you can join, if you want, the Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift. When we post videos and news. I just posted yesterday the furniture that we have in this new city. So if you want to see some nice screenshot, you can go there and you will see it. And I'm gone. But Naripel can move, huh? Naripel can move, which is very, very nice. And I'm gone, so see you tomorrow, boys. Bye bye. Good dentist. There is nothing as a good dentist. There's always a bad dentist, but yeah. The dentist. The dentist. The spaghetti dentist.